1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Today's lesson is all about that. Donna Lee, Charlie Parker, played very inauthentically by an idiot guitarist. So I was working on that tune a little while ago, in the lower octave actually, the one that starts here. And when I was working on it to play live with Harmless Funk, I was just kind of there. I learned a lot of brilliant vocabulary from this piece. In that octave, and stuff that that I've managed to sort of absorb a little bit into my own playing, and it was really great to just learn it there. When I got to play it, the tenor sax and the guitar were kind of playing in the same space, so I thought, well, I better learn it up an octave, and that took a long time. To learn it just normally took a long time, but to learn it up an octave kind of, it was almost really frustrating because you kind of have to take a step back. But by doing that, really helped to sort of develop how that vocabulary absorbed itself into my playing, and how the sounds came to fruition in my, or actually that's not a very good way to put it, or how, just getting round the fretboard with those licks, intervals, you name it, it's not easy material to play. So when you sort of change where you're going to play it to another area, it's not as simple as just moving it up the octave. Everything changes. All of the way it sort of fits around the G and the B string, that kind of shifts, and certain places are easier to others. There are little accents that just don't work if you take too literal a view of it, and it's really tricky. But I would say this: even when you've learned something quite difficult like Donna Lee in one octave, try doing it somewhere else. The benefits there are enormous. It can feel like really slow work at times, but that's a really great way to help you build your vocabulary. The next thing, of course, is to play it in a different key. No, I'm not going to do that. But something like that. It just goes to show that there's always something else you can do, even when you sort of feel like you've done the difficult task already. There's always another way you can push it, and it can be very difficult for you to enforce those kinds of things on yourself because it feels like torture. But yeah, anyway, that's today's lesson. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, please, if you enjoyed that, take a look at my Indiegogo page. We're really bloody close. I'm starting to believe it can actually be done now. So if you go over to the Indiegogo album campaign page, as you can see in the link below or above if you're watching this on Facebook, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow with another lesson.